Tuesday, I almost said Monday. My left arm is hurting me so badly because of my stomach. My stomach is in shreds, allergies and stress, and just cause it does that. I also just saw 3 blue jays chilling, 2 on top of a fence and 1 on the bottom, and they all just kind of stared at me. It was very creepy. Honestly, don't know what to eat. I have that kind of like a you were drunk sort of. I posted my video from yesterday, my vlog. I felt strongly about how bad my day was. Now I have that remorse. I was going to post it anyways, but I feel like, especially since it's out of sync, out of sequence, it feels even double weird and stuff, so yeah.
Appears Yuki Noguchi takes a look. When I started my career at the Washington Post in the late 1990s.
Washington Post, owned by CEO of Amazon. Newspaper, I guess, that I'm not going to ever buy. Just listen to this guy. I don't know what state he was from. He was a Republican from some state. I don't even know what he was. But he was talking about the current investigation into the Russian link. And I loved how he talked. He was very, very normal. Like, it wasn't any stuffy talking or go around the subject. He was very to the point. He was very real. Oftentimes I feel like politicians you hear on the news, you hear like on TV, politicians that are just so stuffy and beat around the bush, go around the subject, however you want to put it. You get nothing at the end of the day. You're like, what just happened? What did he say? Or even worse, you're like, this person just lied and not even got to lie. They were just avoiding completely the question and everything. Wow, that's a pretty big standstill. It wasn't amplifying it. It's over dramatizing it or dramatizing it, period. It was just very calm but not emotionless either. Oh my gosh. They did a really good job. I don't know who that lady was, but this guy after her as well. Like, they did both such a good job in not putting too much emotion. Just enough emotion to know that they are human and they're speaking to a human audience, but not enough emotion to make you go, oh, this is how they personally feel about anything. Yeah, part of the reason when people dramatize, like, oh my gosh, that was a shooting. I just don't like that stuff. Einstein Brothers, not the best, not the best. And the bee or something. Oh. Hello, hi. Okay, I want to sink into the ground again. And what a better day to submit to agencies than today. I don't think I could have done a better day. Nope. One of the agencies called me in to audition, or they asked me to call to schedule an audition time, and I'm like, I don't know what to do for that. But the allergies that are happening are off the roof. Let's go to Whole Foods and see, 90 degrees outside again, and see if they have white pizza today. They might. Also, I saw a chipmunk. I tried to record it, but I couldn't really see it very well in the screen. I also watched Katy Perry's Witness clips with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I love him, and I really liked what they were doing, but I had to leave because I got hungry, pain, whatever. Anything else that I have just been stupidly submit. I don't want to submit. I do, but I don't. It's scary, and I'm not feeling very ready for it. Like auditioning, oh my gosh. But if I learned a Korean song, in a week, I can learn an English monologue. I'm debating whether I should take this one acting class thing. I don't really want to spend the money. Part of me wants to get another perspective, but a lot of me just does not want to spend the extra money and wants to do a lot more with what I already have. So I'm not using it to the full potential, so why spend money and branch out, you know? So I don't know, we'll see. Of course, Whole Foods did not have pizza, white pizza. They had sort of a white pizza with broccoli and stuff. Who likes broccoli on their pizza? You know why? I love broccoli, but I don't like broccoli that's like chewing wood. So I'm getting, gosh, my brain doesn't work. Sushi from Heinen's, even though last time I feel like maybe it was not very good for my stomach. It was probably just a coincidence, and I don't know. Yep, still 91 degrees, but you know, it's also very hot. So I got sushi, I got soup, I got salad. I literally just salad, radicchio, and lettuce. And I got Evian, and that's all, I guess. You know what I really, really, really like is being nice to people. So there's this older man, and by older I mean really old man, in the utensil area. He was in the way, but it's okay, like it's a public space. And are you going this way? Okay. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, am I in your way? And I'm like, no. And with this, but completely not like this, completely with like a smile on my face and kindness behind my voice and a smile, just like being nice. And it like came from within, like it wasn't fake. And before and after that, I'm not happy. But in those like little seconds, everything about me is like so different. I like those moments. I want more of those moments, which is another part of why I want to be famous. Being nice to someone, it can be fake in the sense that outside of that moment you are not happy, but you're not fake nice to them. Being fake would be being fake nice to them. Foods is the overpriced one. Why am I still talking? Have a wonderful day. Ooh. Oh, you're hot. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let me show you how hard. Now before I show you, this is the European in me that freaked out when saw this number. Well, actually, it just went down. But it was 100. And it's going down. Obviously, not so obvious. I watched Superwoman today. Darn it! I was going to eat. Oh no, I have a spoon. My stomach is not happy, not good. I'm off to my appointment, and I don't actually have anything to say. I need to put my car wash in the point system too. My goodness gracious! Oh, 94. Upsetting. I was trying to find the right word. It's so upsetting seeing other people do and be productive, and me being with my stomach in shreds. Like I was watching Katy Perry's witness videos, and I'm like, it must be great to wake up and be able to dance and to eat spaghetti bolognese, and it must be great. Like you don't understand. I don't have an option. It's not like, oh, my stomach hurts a little bit, oh, I have acid reflux. No, that every single day. There were 2 half days last week that I didn't get anything, and that was amazing to feel. I'm not talking about like just minor discomfort. I made the decision to leave on time instead of stay over at work. I'm already an hour, 2 hours above, and then be productive tomorrow instead of not being productive but staying here trying to be productive. It felt really good to make that choice. I should say that you shut down, so here we go again.
Watch out, construction on road ahead.
Turning off waves. Still chill. This is like proof that this is proof that I can't speak even Romanian, my technically native tongue. It's not working. Also, my voice isn't working because my acid reflux, I feel it like it's stuck in my throat. I just discovered that V Am I saying that the Romanian way? Because I'm so confused with languages. My mouth doesn't know which language it should speak. Because in Spanish I would say it would be kind of like a BV. Vienes. Vienes. Instead of Vienes. I think, yeah, I guess the Romanians bite their lower lip when they say V. And I guess in English too. What's a V word in English? Vámonos. Vast. Am deschis doar să te întreb de unde vii la ora asta, pe unde ai umblat, de cu haina șifonată și cu părul deranjat. Also, apparently when I have acid reflux, my inner ear hears other notes completely. I'm like, that is not the right note, not even close to the right note. That's not a flat note, that's not a sharp note, it's just a complete different note. Why are you singing that note? Maybe I'm wrong. Faith, my belief in myself, in knowing notes is like close to zero because everyone says that I can't do it. So I actually don't feel like I can even tell you if I'm hearing the right notes or if I'm hearing the wrong notes or whatever. But I know when I sound better than other times. He wasn't an ex, just a quasi-ex, because he was like so proud of himself. Like he knew everything about singing, and he had like, it was like this master at hearing notes. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. And you know, like there are people who will tell you things like, oh, this is how it is. I know for sure I'm the best, I'm awesome, I'm great, and this is the truth and whatever. In the moment I don't believe them, but I believe them after. Like, oh, okay, you're so conceited right now, which tells me that you're probably lying through your teeth. I had to like change that because I was going to say through your teeth. I believe them post fact, post situation. It's going to influence how I feel about myself, or you know, whatever the situation is. So there you go, Tuesday, I think. I really thought it was Wednesday today. Tuesday the 13th. Yep, June, Tuesday the 13th. Tuesday, June the 13th, I'm saying. Pain and tension in your trachea. Never gonna let you not know that. Stabbing me like crazy this week. I really do need some recovery week. I need to take care of myself.
Business interest, our national security interest. As a member of the Armed Services Committee, I did support and advocate, and I think you supported legislation that would, and it's ongoing now, that requires the Defense Department to identify weaknesses in our system and how we can fix them.
What the heck was that?
In my short tenure.
What are those trucks? Listening to this, which it started on a very creepy note, and they're speaking very creepily, and seeing those trucks like that is really creepy. No better word.
Russia has developed a cyber weapon that can disrupt the United States power grids and telecommunications infrastructure.
Just sharing this with you.
Similar to what Russia or Russian allied hackers used to disrupt Ukraine's electrical grid in 2015.
Serving that the Russians continue.
An
the world
eel?
or Russia, in my opinion.
Do you believe we have a strategy in order to counter these
Yeah, an eel.
ever-increasing threats
Can
to
you
our
see it?
national security and our way of life?
Not sufficient. We do not have a.
Oh, now I see like a dinosaur or some weird thing on its back with the belly up.
Technological and IT
Like, yay! Throwing itself in the clouds, the bed of clouds.
It's more important than I ever did before.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and General Sessions.
What is that over there? I can't look because it's on the side.
Some of our activities.
I'm gonna stop this right here. Well, I'm gonna turn it down really low because it just hit me. Did it just hit you too? I don't care who you support and who you don't. I don't care who I support. I don't really support. I'm not really a party person. literally and figuratively. I don't really go to parties, and I don't really subscribe to a particular party, political party. I more and more don't really want any of the parties. That's not the case. And before you like go ahead and before you, what do you call it? Jump to conclusions, assumptions, assume. Before you assume that I'm a Hillary Clinton supporter, I wouldn't really go that far. Like, it doesn't really matter who I voted for. I think that it's so important for all of us to recognize that this war between two parties or more has been going on for long enough, and it's actually very detrimental to us as citizens of this country. This is so not about the stupid, I almost swore, I almost said a bad word. Well, a bad word to me, and usual word for everyone else. I think it's just so dumb to concentrate so much on the party name, the label, not in your interest, my interest, no one's interest. Not in anyone's interest to debate on and on and on about political. Who cares? Forget about stupid Hillary Clinton. Forget about the whole thing. It doesn't matter, okay? She didn't win. She's not the president. Let go of that on both sides. Forget about it. That's a famous quote. I'm not going to try to imitate it though. Forget about all of that. It does not matter. She's not the president. Move on. I'm saying this to the president as well. Move on. Stop talking about her because she's not the president. You're the president. So just focus on you and what you're doing and forget about her. Why are you picking fights with someone who's not in office? Like, move on. Too controversial to say? All I care about is listening to this thing. And when they say that the president doesn't take this seriously and kind of tries to scapegoat things, that Obama did his own share of scapegoating and deflecting, I don't care, okay? You shouldn't care either. It doesn't matter. We're not in the past, we're in the present. It only matters what is happening right now. It does not matter what happened and who did what and who didn't do what in the past. On both sides, I'm telling you. Both sides, whether you're for or against Trump, I don't care. Both sides. Only thing that matters is each other. The only thing that matters is, okay, this is one thing that every single person on this earth can agree with. The only thing that matters is you. I beg you, please let me know if you disagree with this, because I can't imagine that. I matter to myself more than any freaking thing in the world. As much as we think, oh, no, I care about the kids and the homeless and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Yes, we all care about other stuff or things, people, animals, whatever. I think that we're all selfish, and it's not good or bad. I think it's just a human nature thing, and don't try to defend it because it's just you and me right now. There's no one here to judge you, no one here to say anything else. Just be honest with yourself. There's only you. There's nothing wrong in being selfish to the extent of, admitting that the person you care most about is yourself. And I think that's a beautiful thing. You know why? Because caring about yourself means you can care about other people. Why? Because if something happens to you on this lovely planet, not so lovely, but on this planet that we don't really have much of a choice right now but to live on, if something happens to you, it affects every other person. Not something, some things like, global change, climate change, global warming, however you want to call it, pollution in the air, period. I don't care. Fine, you don't believe in climate change. Okay, fine, whatever. But we are polluting our air. So think of that. Dwelling on things and just focus on right now. Stop trying to have your way or the highway about things that don't matter. Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be healthy? That's all that matters. That's all that should guide you. It shouldn't matter who the president is or who the president isn't. I cannot talk. What should matter is that the president, if they speak on something, they should reflect your best interest. Especially if you're so passionate that all the other presidents, they were just so politicians and blah, blah, blah. This other massive country has control and power over us. Is that worth you having a job that's in the past, that even if this president struggles and maintains that grip on these old jobs that are going to be obsolete, even if that happens for I don't know how many years, dozens of years, is that really better? Are you going to be better in that job when your freedom is taken away from you? When you're being lied to, when you're being fed information and being told that actual information is false? You're like, just take a second and just think about that. I'm not asking you to believe one media or the other. I'm asking you to believe none. I'm really, truly, genuinely asking you to not believe anything that you hear from any news source, from any person, politician or not. I'm not asking you, and I'm asking you to not believe them. I'm asking you to be a healthy skeptic, to not rely solely on your ideological beliefs, not solely on facts, because also facts can in a way be ideological beliefs, just because where did you get those facts? They can be made up, as we are told by our president, and it goes both ways. I want to inform you that it goes both ways. Not one party over the other has a better standing in that. I think they both lie. It's really messed up that only one party is believed to be the liar. Why? I think they're the same. So just think about that. Just take those seconds. I don't even know what I said, and I wasn't concise, but I'm going to leave it all in, I hope. I'm just imploring you, please, just think. I'm not asking you to side with one or the other. I'm asking you to side with no party, because both of them have the power to lie to you if you do, and they will use you. Don't make it into a conspiracy theory. I think just people are people. We're limited. We're not all knowing. We're not all powerful. We cannot know everything, and sometimes we think that we do the best. I think that in some ways, at least in some issues, I think Trump actually thinks he is doing a really good thing. I really think that. I really believe that. And even in those moments where he just doesn't make any sense, it doesn't really matter. I think the best liars are the ones who believe themselves, and I don't think he's the best liar. I'm just saying, don't believe anyone. All I'm asking you, listen to this stuff. Educate yourself to hear without getting attached to what you hear. And trust me, I'm not perfect at this. Whoa. That was a roadkill. Not always able to do this. I'm not asking you to be like me. I'm asking you to be better than me. I'm asking you to make the progress together, to get better as humans together and better as citizens of this country and of this world together, so we can have a good, happy, healthy livelihood. Livelihood? No. Life. Just life. Why am I making that so complicated? Just use simple words. That's all I'm asking you. Like, it scares me to hear that someone with such influence that people voted for and believe in and look for guidance in. But yeah, so I don't know where I was going with that. I forget because I got distracted. I think I was saying something about someone with such influence to be able to dismiss things and deflect things, put like the blame game instead of addressing something that he should be really taking seriously. Say to the American people, hey, I got your back. Like, whose back do you have if you don't have our back? Obviously, your answer, your things that you say don't really reflect that you're in it for us. You're in it more to save face or to just, I don't even know at this point. There you go. If you go, go. Go. Yeah, that's it. All right. Okay, bye. I need to just like stop trying to make transitions and talk my way out of saying bye and just say bye. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude or not creative or whatever. I'm just going through a renovation of this vlogging system. I spoke so much. I was going to have a short vlog, but here I am. Okay, whatever. Bye. Hello. I fell asleep. It was so lovely. I am so hot. I'm definitely sweaty. Is it warmer outside? Yeah, it's actually cool outside. Ooh, oh, perfect. This hand is like falling asleep. Did I mention it was perfect? It's perfect. Last night, I'm just going to cut this if I decide to do so, but 2 months from now, maybe. I was telling my friends because I woke up and then it had a message from her because I was telling her in my class last night there was a guy who is really good looking. Why am I closing this? Hold on. The wind is good. The wind is good. It's really good looking. And more so, I was thinking, like, he's like a real life person, Jimin. Probably did not pronounce that right. Because I love watching him. I don't know if that makes sense. I love be in the class, be a student. Because he is so serious in the moment and he's so quiet. He's not a quiet person. I don't know. He's like so serious. I don't know how to describe it. Excuse me. If you don't know who Jimin is, he's this guy from BTS who I'm not romantically in love with. I'm like in awe in love with, or I want to be just like him when I grow up. As passionate, able to focus and concentrate and be in that moment so fully. Now I don't know how it feels to the people, but it definitely looks that way with this guy. So I was texting. It was really hot yesterday. I don't know how I managed to dance. I don't know if I admire him. I think that's like, hold on, he hasn't done as much as Jimin has done for me yet. We have like an obelisk in the cemetery. He's not bad to look at. He's really easy on the eyes. Gosh, that sounds so, well, not sexist, because, you know, it's the scale is tipped on the other side, but you know what I mean. So I was trying, it's so funny, I was literally trying to, this will sound so either disgusting or weird to you, but just bear with me and be honest with yourself if you haven't done this. This is my first time doing this, so I was trying to, the best word I came up with is enjoy the smell of sweat. Now, it's not the best word, and I urge you to find a better one, because it is not, I wasn't trying to enjoy, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, it's wonderful or whatever. I have to leave you with that. I feel so bad for myself because you're going to misunderstand what that is. It's just, I don't know. And hey, like, someone moved, I at least did not move because someone smelled. Like, I had someone move and made me feel so crappy. I literally cried. See, you know, like, my feet never smell, but they did smell that one day. I'm like, wow, it's sad, like someone's feet smell. And then I realized it's me, especially after the person moved. I'm like, oh, it's me. Smells happen. Okay, not saying that he doesn't smell any other time. I don't know, whatever, human, whatever. Bye. It is so perfect outside. I don't know the temperature, but apparently this nap was the perfect thing. Hold on. So I'm gonna stick around for more than a minute. I let out a bunch of stuff and figured out why I've been feeling so low about myself, and it was so much to do with the argument that happened over the weekend. Because when people argue with me, what they don't understand, maybe other people don't understand how it affects them. I probably wouldn't have really understood that it affected me the way it did had it not been to this for this appointment. I do this thing where when I argue with people and they're critical about me, sometimes unjustly, in these cases very unjustly all the time, always take it very personally, in the sense of I feel like a bad person and that I don't deserve things and I'm nobody and blah 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 blah. It always affects us that way. I think no matter who you are, you get affected in that same exact way when someone criticizes you, telling you that you're not something. Wow, this person's sweaty. I'm not into sweat, I'm not gonna lie, which is kind of interesting that I didn't really say that to link it to the topic I just talked about. But yeah, I don't really do bodies in general. Alright, but my stomach is going back to being bad. However, I think the nap helped a lot. I feel so much better. You know, one thing that I don't want to go do is edit. Why did I choose this? I'm telling you right now, 100%. 6:58 on Tuesday, the 13th of June, 2017. I do not choose the easy way out. I am not lazy. Just get overwhelmed, and I do not choose the easy way out. Also wish I could have a magic wand to make everything better for everyone. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful early morning, late morning, noon, afternoon, evening, night. 早上好，上午好，上午好，中午好。Ooh. Where was I? 下午好，晚上好，something like that. Why am I doing that? That's so rude. That's so rude. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was very rude of me. Manners. I know manners. Have a wonderful early morning, late morning, noon, afternoon, evening. I just said that. Have a wonderful one of those, all of those, anything in between those, anything other than those. And if you have had a bad day, then maybe tomorrow will be better. If it's not better, then it's not better. You know, whatever in life. But try to make it better. I'm trying my best to make my days better and or good. Even like a day like today, my stomach, my mood, my everything, things were not working out. Everything was just bad. And yet, if you watch it, you'll see I kept holding on, and I always hold on. And I realized in today's session that I am a very positive person, and I keep going. I don't know what keeps me going. I don't know what keeps me editing when I feel like this is so useless and pointless and I'm not getting anywhere and this is not helping me and it's stressing me out more than helping and all this stuff. And yet I still, something inside of me, even with acting class, something inside of me just keeps going. I don't know what and how and if it will turn into anything. I feel like it won't turn into anything, but at the same time I feel like it will. So I don't know, but just do your best. Do your best. That's all you have to do. That's all I have to do. And I have to remember that. And I also have to remind you of that as well. Just do your best. All right. Anyways, bye. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, ain't it nice tonight? We've got each other. When you love someone, heartbeat beats so loud.
But I want to talk about copyright in one of my moralisms or whatever. And I want to talk about it in terms of like, in this moment, it just like, I had this thought of, here I am fully enjoying this person's music that he made with so much love. I can't see you. You and I will. And here's this beautiful moment of me singing and sharing in this experience and this beautiful thing he created and other people that worked on it. And it's kind of like coming together. And I mean, he is more an interesting fellow in terms of like, he is more on, when you see him, when I see him, I feel like he's more spiritual, and not necessarily spiritual, but he's just got that aura and feel to him. So here he is, and this music and everything makes you feel like I'm sharing. I think it's in Romanian. If it's not in Romanian, maybe it's in another language. I don't know. In Spanish, compartir. Compartir algo con alguien. To share, but it means something so different than sharing. Sharing sounds more like I'm giving things to you, or someone's giving things to you. Compartir, to me, it sounds like we're like together and we're going together. Not like, here, have this. Okay, thank you. We're sharing, we're partaking, I guess, together. Oh my gosh, I have the hiccups today. I thought this was going to be a one sentence explanation and it's not. I just feel like connected to him through this song, and miles away, and people we might never meet. If there's one person I would love to meet, well, there's a few, but he's one of them. I love him and I love his music for so long. I'm not a devoted fan, like I will only listen to his music, but every now and then I put his music on. I don't think there's anything less fanny about fanny. I don't think there's anything less fan-like if I don't listen to his music every day and I go crazy. No, I appreciate his music so much. It means so much to me. And I feel just like this whole world has gone crazy with not just the copyright, but in my house and everywhere, like not saying, freedom of speech, I guess, freedom of connecting with people. That's where I have my issue with copyright. When it impedes, I just saw this like for sale house sign, but in a tree. Not kidding. People connecting with other people, I think censorship, copyright, all those things are really terrible. They're not in our favor. They're not in the artist's favor either. Okay, so you get more money, but how much money do you really get when people can't share in that music? Do you get joy? Why are you making music to begin with? Just for the money? Then do something else, please. And don't be a doctor either, because people go and be doctors also for the same reason of money. I'm like, no, please, I wouldn't pay you just to not be a doctor. Put my life in your hands just because you want to make a lot of money. please do something else. I'm gonna leave it for the moralism, but just if you haven't watched it, this is what that is going to be about, because I haven't written yet. Although when you see this, hopefully I would have written and filmed it and posted it. But it just feels like it's just wrong. Copyright laws and issues with Facebook, with Instagram, with Facebook, YouTube, I think just took it way too far. I think there's better ways than to ban someone's video and to not give them money they deserve. And also it makes people to not share music they listen to and like have this wonderful moment. I don't know, I think, can you understand how that's just so wrong and so cruel to humans? I'm gonna go. I just feel that made me very sad. It really touches me like super in my soul. I am turning into a proper hippie because not really, but more and more, all I want is for people to realize that all that matters is humanity being humanity and us compartir. That's really why we do everything we do. That's why we want the money, to be able to share with other people our life. Everything is just missing the point. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't know what to eat. I hate you. I hate you. You have such a good sensor and you suck. Whatever.